We're just coming up to the end of our 4th week here at Sandy Hook, and well, we finished this end of the trench, made good progress again, had lovely weather all week. Well, that's changing a bit now. The rain will help the turfs bed down a bit, and next week we'll be starting on the sort of the main area down towards the concrete wall in the background. But what I thought I'd do this week is just look a little bit more closely at the cist structure itself. Not least because my colleague Tanya has done an excellent job this week of cleaning out several decades of rubbish from in there. It's a funny one because for various reasons, one of which is the orientation. The excavators in 1912 were pretty sure that this end was the entrance, not the other side, which would mean the entrance is a little bit north of west. That's an unusual orientation for a prehistoric structure like this. Usually they open to the southeast or thereabouts, like most of the other dolmens on the island. But if this was the entrance at this end, unusually it's facing to the west. And if I can sort of try and squeeze down in here a bit, we'll have a closer look inside, because there's a couple of interesting things in here. There's the east stone, the sort of packing stone or whatever, which is indeed a very tight fit, and I can sort of see why you might think that wasn't sort of blocking the place up after it was used, that it wasn't an entrance, but it's part of the actual structure. On the left side, as we're looking at it here, you can just see down here there are stones underneath the main stone, presumably sort of triggering it up. The excavators in 1912 recorded that it was built on the raised beach. They actually dug down to the raised beach in the bottom, which we haven't quite done. We'll leave it like this. And as I've mentioned in previous weeks, we've confirmed pretty much that it is right down on the raised beach. Something else they did in 1912 when they excavated, which we certainly haven't done, is move the capstone, presumably to sort of aid in the excavation and recording. And while it was moved, it must have been while it was moved, somebody engraved a little cross in the top of this support. You can see it just here. Can't have been done when the capstone was in place, so presumably, or perhaps it was done to help reposition it after they'd moved it. So we're leaving the sort of the tomb, the main tomb now, and as I said, next week we'll get cracking on the main area down on the south of the site.